The 8BitDo Ultimate 2 wireless controller sits comfortably in a lovely spot. On one side, it feels familiar and simple like any standard controller, and on the other side, it's packed with a bunch of modern features that you usually expect from something way more expensive. And to top it off, I think it's one of the nicest looking 8-bit controllers I have seen. But as always, there are a few things you should know before jumping in. Inside the box, you'll find the controller, a charging dock, a matching 2.4 GHz adapter, and a USB-C cable. The 8BitDo Ultimate 2 Wireless is available in white, black, and purple, with an additional green version added in June 2025. The Ultimate 2 feels solid in hand. The weight is perfectly balanced, and the finish makes it pleasant to hold for hours. The sticks use TMR sensors, so there shouldn't be any drift issue over time. You get 735 resolution points, so movements feel smooth and accurate without the stiffness that earlier models had. There's just a bit of resistance and barely any wobble. The buttons and triggers feel good too. The A, B, X, Y buttons have that light, clicky feel with raised markings you can actually feel, and the mouse switch triggers respond quickly with locks that work well in shooters or racing games. The D-pad feels very responsive for 2D games, and the shoulders are very consistent even after long sessions. And from what I've gathered from Reddit and other forums, people haven't experienced drift or strange durability issues so far. The only minor thing is that the trigger click isn't as sharp as some high-end controllers, but overall the controls feel polished and genuinely solid for the price. Docks are one of those things about controllers that feel like a small bonus at first, but once you get used to it, it's hard to go back. With the 8BitDo Ultimate 2, you just drop the controller onto the dock, and it starts charging. No cables to plug in, no hunting for a USB port. It's just always ready the next time you pick it up. It also keeps your desk or setup looking tidier, and once you get used to a charging dock like this, every controller without one seems a bit outdated. The wireless model uses a 2.4 GHz connection with a 1000 Hz polling rate, and you can feel that responsiveness immediately. Aim movements are swift, input delay is hardly noticeable, and in shooters it feels very responsive. The sticks feel smooth, almost overly smooth. You might want to adjust the sensitivity a little, especially for precise aiming. Battery life lasts around 24 hours, which isn't the highest on the market, but still enough for long gaming sessions. The Ultimate software is loaded with settings, and for a controller in this price range, nothing else comes close to how many options you get here. You can tweak the sticks, fine-tune the triggers, change the vibration, adjust the RGB, set up macros, and remap almost everything. It's great if you like control over every little detail, but if you're new to this kind of software, it might feel a bit overwhelming at first because there's a lot to look through. Once you get used to it though, it's one of the biggest strengths of this controller. If you mainly play on PC or Steam Deck and want a controller that feels excellent, has modern sensors, low latency, a charging dock, and plenty of customization, the 8BitDo Ultimate 2 Wireless is honestly one of the easiest suggestions I can make. For Switch, I wouldn't say the Ultimate 2 is outright bad, but if you're playing competitive, time-sensitive, or newer AAA titles, it might not feel as precise or perfect as a native Switch controller. Besides that, for playing on PC, it covers almost everything people look for in a reliable, everyday gamepad. Just ensure this is the right model for your setup, as 8BitDo has many versions with very similar names.